Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Jesus Nuggets with Miss Gay. And I was just doing my morning reading, and I was in Numbers chapter 13, and it talks about when Moses sent some spies into the land of Canaan. And the Lord told Moses, gather some men from each tribe and send them into Canaan, the land I promised to give to you all, to spy out the land. And so Moses told them, go and see what kind of people are there, see what kind of fruit is there, just see how this land is. And it was the time of year where the grapes were ripe. So the men went in, and two of the men that went to spy out the land was Joshua and Caleb. And they cut these big cluster of grapes. They had to carry them back on poles. They brought some pomegranates and some figs. And so when they came back, Moses asked them, how was the land? How was the inhabitants? And they said, the inhabitants are huge. The cities are really big and they're fortified. They have a lot of people. And pretty much they told them it's just too much for us. And then Moses and Aaron fell on their face before the Lord, and Caleb and Nun, they tore their clothes, and Nun was like, listen, we need to go into that land. We can inhabit that land. And if the Lord told us to go in there, surely he's going to be with us. So Caleb and Nun were the only two that really believed what the Lord had said. Because how many times have we gotten something from the Lord that the Lord said to do, and when we start moving in that direction, there's opposition or there's something that looks like it's too much, and we back off and say, we can't do that, even though the Lord has told us to do it. There's never one time in the Bible or has been in my life when the Lord has told me to do something and he hasn't been with me. Now, there have been oppositions. Everything hasn't gone just like smooth as silk. But anything that was rough, the Lord was with me to work it out as long as I stayed with it. So, it happened that the children of Israel, when they said we can't, the only one, Joshua and Nun, said we can do it and the rest didn't. Then the Lord goes on and says, none of you all are going to get to this land except the descendants of Joshua and Nun. And so it's a great story. Go ahead and read it and you can get all the specifics more than I've given you here. But what I'm getting at, and I have to, this was a great lesson and great reminder for me too. When the Lord tells you to do something, do it. Start going toward it and know that he's going to be with you every step you take. He's not going to leave you or forsake you. He's not going to tell you to do something that's just going to be your demise, as long as you follow his instructions and stay with him through it and see it through his eyes. Ask him, Lord, give me your eyes to see this situation. Because through my human eyes, it looks impossible. Give me your eyes. And I've got situations right now in my life that he spoke to me, and I asked him, give me your eyes to see this, Lord, because my human eyes cannot see this. From where I'm looking, it looks completely impossible, that it can never happen. But nothing is impossible for the Lord. So I encourage you today, stay with him. Walk in the steps that he has told you to walk in. When it looks hard, just know he's with you because he's told you to do it and he's not going to leave you. So have a great Sunday. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Until the next time, keep your eyes on the prize, which is Jesus Christ.